Second, get down. What's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the? Get Focus. Oh my god, go for target. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Focus. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish him. Kill him. He's stuck. Finish him. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get stunned. Oh my god. Go for the 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stuff in 3, 2, 1. Stuff in that bus 3. Bus now. And there's not many places that can go really. Turn left. Pass 3, 2, 1. Pass it. Go back 3, 2, 1. Go back. They're gonna go aggressive. Stuff in 3, 2, 1. Stuff in that bus 3. Turn bus now. Go right side 3. Turn right side.
They're coming.
We got them. We'll get them. Go forward. Go for this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of us get up. What's it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the? Go, NG. Finish it. Back in 3, 2, 1. Back on the go for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stop. Just back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. NG. Get him.
Dogma looks but never peers through the smog. So in the clear will appear that black swan. To trap love you must wade through the fog. But try to grab it, once you have it then it's gone. Now some never see beyond these walls, and some never see those worms that crawl. But mind your step or you will trip on pride's fall. Trust no man if his head above all. Like the world on pause, eased breath of a wind pre-storm. Firm grasp, let the blade conform. Man manifest, I will transform. Become sword unsheathed, cut raw. Become myth, turn life real law. Meet the rage on the field of war, but never drink of the blood that pours. Look upon ruin and behold these ways. When you remove that leash, then you'll end the dog days. Only by hand can you turn that page. Only keys of integrity unlock that cage. If you swim in foul play, you will live among plague. If you cut a man's spirit, he will bleed just the same. When you linger in the desert, don't expect to find rain. And if you wish to know peace, you must come to know pain. Every pioneer leaves the home of the brave. Every last deed has a seed that remains. And with every backlash, some are shocked and afraid. But you will never see the light if you refuse to leave shade. This that jewel of the master. Steady wins the race, though impatience run it faster. Turn to face the dragon as they bruise your disaster. Ride upon its back, breathing flames with a rapture. In this world, only victory or capture. Never sleep until that reaper come and snatch ya. And you can't starve with a belly full of laughter. Learn to take risks so reward can come after. We all the same, but ain't no two of us alike. And when push come to shove, you abstain from the fight. Receive the match your life, but then decline to ignite. That's what the sage calls the wrong of two rights. So live or die, choose the former or the latter. Walk that tightrope, but don't fall to the flatter. Hit them with the truth, and that body gon' shatter. I call that mind over matter. Real talk, this ain't the rhyming of a rapper. It's expression of my heart, but all these people got it backwards. Jam me in the box, but I don't fit inside your pattern. Maybe now they'll get the message when these lyrics gone and slap them. So pay attention to the key of my tone. I can lend a hand, but I can't save your soul. And if you want a leader, you should lead yourself home. I call my own shots, I won't sit in your throne.
One restuff now, bus 3. One bus now. Dio's gonna keep down to stuff. We can restuff again. Bus 3. Come on, Dio. Get him.
Go ref.
4, ref, 3, 2, 1. What's up? He's stuck. He's on. Finish back 3, 2, 1. Back now. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Maybe.
1. What's
Punishing.
Nice.
It's just
Evil on the mind and blood splatter in the air. Lying on the pavement, beaten in despair. Cruel with the blows as they battered and impaired. He was shown no sympathy and he wouldn't be spared. In other towns, people were gathered and stood there. They watched the punishment get delivered with no care. But when he looked around at the faces that all stared, he saw his own face, that's when he became scared. Quit the menace. He awoke from the clock tower chime. Heart thud like a cannon on the line. Vivid echoes of the dream on his mind. This week, the third of its kind. Now his bottles of meds will conceal, but wounds left open are harder to be healed. I know some case files are better if left sealed. Unless he take them pills, insomnia won't yield. Will no rest for the wicked. Such is the fruit of a life with no limit. Ghosts of the past always tend to revisit. Rarely will they come bearing gifts of forgiveness. And from the streets to the raw, so much violence he made. As he grew in age, he began to follow different ways. Hounded by the haunted memories from the days that he was detrimental, man, he wished that he could change that. But one can never really leave what's behind. You can't undo the fate you designed. Cover up the tracks and bloodhounds will find, cause all debts owed get paid in due time. Evil on the mind and blood splatter in the air. Gag in his mouth, he was strapped to a chair. Hood on his head when lifted, her face stared. He was looking at himself, that's when he became scared. Cruel with the blows that battered and impaired. Fading from the world and beaten to despair. Beyond all hope and clinging to one prayer. Let him soon pass out from the pain and be spared. But the pain kept coming, weak from the rivers of blood that kept running, and faint from the image uncovered in front of him. He knew with the angel of death he'd confronted. Ain't no mercy in that self-combat. Foot to his chest to tip his chair back, cause this tormentor was eager to give more. Put a cloth to his face to follow the waterfall. Then he awoke with a cough and a heave. His heart pound like cannons in mid-siege. Vivid echoes of his terrified screams, cause nothing ever just is what it seems. Then he noticed his clothes were soaked clean. Sheets on his bed were drenched to extreme. But this time around he knew it was no dream. From the smell he could tell he was covered in gasoline. And in the corner by the door was a man, cloaked in the shadow with a cigarette in hand, with no words spoken, no motive and clear plan. This is when they take the
I'm talking.
the body that stood there. He saw his own self in the minds that just glared.